I've been posting on YouTube for 60 days straight now, since December 1st of 2024, and I haven't skipped a single day. On several days I've posted multiple times per day, right? But the bottom line is that I've posted at least one video since December 1st of 2024, and this was all in keeping with the 75 hard challenge YouTube edition. Okay, so apparently there's a challenge that has been around for a while that I only recently found out about. It's called the 75 hard challenge, and for those of you who are not familiar with it, let me just give you a quick and brief rundown before we transition to like the whole YouTube thing. So it's just basically it was pretty intriguing. I don't know, 75 hard rules. No alcohol, no cheats, no compromise. So basically you would have to drink, consume at least the standard gallon of water every single day for 75 days straight. Perform 2 daily workouts, right? And one of them must be outside, each spaced out at least 3 hours. Each one spaced at least 3 hours apart. One must be outdoors, no matter the weather. Okay. And then self-development reading, that is something that I should have been doing. That's something that I'm looking to do, that I've been planning to do. If you saw one of my videos from yesterday, one of my, I talk about one of the things that I wanted this channel to be about is self-development, and reading has been one of my weaknesses that I intend to fix, right? And then following a diet, and any diet, I guess, and then a daily progress pictures. Okay, so I thought that's pretty interesting, and I guess the whole idea is that if you do this for 75 days straight, I guess you'd be kind of unrecognizable at the end of it. You would have helped you transform, and if you skip a day, you got to start all over. Okay, now the YouTube edition, right? is nothing like that. Way simpler. Like all those things. Basically, how did I come across this? Another channel that I follow, that I'm subscribed to, they posted about accepting the 75 hard challenge YouTube edition that they had seen from another channel, right? A girl, Frankie is her name. Yeah, I think that's her name. I don't know, like that's the name. I know that's at least the name of the channel. Frankie 2. I guess she has 2 channels, but I'm really not sure if that is actually her name or that's just the name of the channel. But I think it's her name. Anyway, that's besides the point. He saw it from her, so I don't know if she's the originator of the challenge, right? Of the YouTube edition, right? Or if I don't know if she's the one who started the YouTube edition, or if she saw it from somebody else. But basically, thanks to her, it started with the chain reaction. Started with her. It went to another YouTuber that I'm subscribed to, and which is how I found out about her, because he linked to her channel, so that's how I found out about her. And then I was like, you know what? I've already been doing this on my own anyway. I had been posting since December 1st of 2024, long before the first video that was created by Frankie. I'm sorry if that's not her name. I'm just using the name of her channel, but I think it is though. So what was I saying? Basically, I had been doing this on my own, right? Just for my own personal, for my own purposes, since long before she made that video, right? So I was like, you know what? I have absolutely no reason whatsoever to not participate, just be, quote unquote, be part of it, right? Because I've been doing this anyway. So I'm already essentially 60 days deep, right? So technically speaking, I've only got 15 days left of it. But when I started out posting every day, it wasn't my intent to just go to 75 days. I didn't know how long I intended to do it. I was just planning to just do it for as long as I can keep it going, all in an effort to potentially and hopefully see some substantial growth on my channel. So what I am going to show you here is I'm going to show you the progression of how things have gone on this particular channel since I started posting on the channel, because I created the channel on the 1st of May 2023, but I didn't start posting on it until the 16th of July 2024. Okay, so I'm going to show you my analytics progressing month to month, because this is what we've been around for 6 months now, right? And, you know, as we get closer to January, you'll see how things changed for the better or worse, I suppose, or better. I'm not sure, right? In terms of how it was impacting the channel in relation to like this whole, you know, 75 hard YouTube edition. So, all right, without further ado, let's go ahead and start taking a look at how things have been going in terms of my statistics, or in terms of my analytics. And the reason I'm pointing this out is because a lot of people have mentioned that their channels were doing really good, right? And then the moment they started doing like a Vlogmas, that was another thing that I found out about. I didn't know it was a thing, but Vlogmas, apparently you're supposed to post every day during Christmas until the day of Christmas, I suppose, something like that. People who participated in that, a lot of people were reporting seeing a substantial decline in the performance of their channel. So it begs the question whether posting every day is actually helpful or if it's hurtful. At the same time, I've seen other people who have been posting multiple times a day and it's just been incredible for their channel. So I've essentially tried both, and you'll see that as I show you in this video, right? I've tried both ways, right? And I haven't necessarily seen one being better than the other, and as a result, well, I even lean more towards when I post more, I do, like, my channel does better. So since I haven't seen a substantial difference, I'm kind of leaning more towards erring on the side of, well, just post more, right? And it can, if I'm going to pick a side that's not working either way, I'll pick the one that I think has the potential to like really blow up at some point, right? So that's the approach I've taken. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I'm talking about here in terms of like all the different months, right? So this is the channel I'm talking about. Right, I am Christian M, and if you're new here, by the way, my name is Christian. Welcome to the channel. I am Christian M, and it is basically a place where I decided to document my, I used to say attempted journey to financial independence, but I guess I'm going to say my journey to financial independence. I'm just going to claim it, right? It's going to happen. That's the whole idea, I suppose. For our purposes, you know, people talk about financial independence in so many different ways, referring to it could mean so many different things to different people, but for our purposes, we're just simply looking to get to the point where we are generating enough in passive income to cover our living expenses. Okay, so it's basically that simple. So I talk about online business related stuff, which is what I'm using to help me try to get to that point of financial independence. And then, of course, I'm trying to become a better person, right? So we do do a little sprinkle of personal development there, and then put it all together to help me become financial independent. So if that kind of stuff is of interest to you, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and don't forget to give this video a like if you actually like what I share with you, right? So let's go into the month of July. This is how things started, okay? July, this is where we were, right? What's this? Right. So for the month of July, we started, for the whole month of July, I only basically posted 5 videos, right? Okay. So 5 videos and, no, what am I talking about? 4 videos, right? I only posted 4 videos. And my thinking there was like, you know, I've been seeing a lot of these channels where, you know, people, a lot of, I guess, gurus have suggested that, you know, if you're starting out, you're new, do something that you can manage, right? Like, you know, if you're not sure, like, but because the whole point is to be consistent, right? So 1 video a week, right? And then if you're comfortable with that, then you can move it up to 2 and all that type of stuff. So I went with that, right? And not only that, even if I knew personally that I could do more, I was under the impression that maybe, okay, like maybe starting out gently is the way you're supposed to go, right? I'm no YouTube expert. I'm figuring this stuff out as I go, right? So I got 4 videos up, starting, you know, in July, and this is, bear in mind, this is starting July 16th, okay? Got me a whopping 1.4 hours of watch time. For those of you who are not familiar, by the way, we're trying to get YouTube monetized here. You need at least 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours in the previous 12 months, or 10 million shorts views in the previous 90 days, but we're not worried about shorts here. I don't post shorts that much here. In fact, I've stopped posting shorts here. I think I've only got a maximum of 20 right now, but I'm more concerned about the watch hours in terms of helping me trying to get monetized. Okay. So I saw that 1 month, 1 subscriber, whoop-de-doo. I was like, man, this is going to be a long, this is going to be a long road, a long journey, you know, considering, of course, and when you do this stuff, I know they say it's not good to compare yourselves to others, but I think it's necessary to at least look at others just to give you an idea of where things could be or should be, or if, you know, if things are not where they should be, then what am I doing wrong, or what do I need to fix, that type of stuff. So I think it's healthy comparison is good, I think, anyway. So that was July. Moving in over to August, things start getting a little better because, of course, I'm frustrated. Well, I shouldn't say frustrated. I was like, okay, this 1 video per week thing, I don't think is going to work for me, right? My content is probably not good enough. I don't want to blame the algorithm, right? I just want to say, because I feel like if the stuff you put out is good enough, then it will get found, or at least people will gravitate towards it, and more people will watch, subscribe, and all that type of stuff. So, I look to, I know there might be some element of luck when it comes to YouTube, but in this case, I'm choosing to take the blame, right? So I decided, okay, maybe I need to ramp things up, right, and start doing the whole daily posting thing, because that's another theory. I've heard people say that, you know, for a brand new channel to give it that oomph, you know, from the start, it's good to post on a daily basis. So I started doing just that. Okay, so just about, I started posting just about every day. I suppose you look at that, and then, okay, I might have skipped a day or missed a day, and then I ended up posting 2 the following day to make up for it, I suppose. And then so that's when, you know, I started seeing some things happening, right, in terms of like watch time movement. I gained 16 subscribers, right, and then I started throwing in some shorts in there, and then I had little dips where I didn't necessarily post, and then I tried to make up for it with 2 videos the day after, just like that. And then I saw when I started posting 2 videos in a single day, 3 days, I saw a little bit of a initial boost, right, in terms of views. And maybe that's because I also had some shorts in there, right? Yeah, some shorts the shorts really help, because it's easier from what I've learned to gain views from shorts. And then after that boost, things just kind of died down. Of course, I was a little bit inconsistent there, not necessarily posting as much. Moving over into August, so moving over into September. September was kind of a little slow. I'm really surprised here. I didn't realize that looks like I only posted 2 videos for the whole month of September, which is not good at all. And I think the theory here, I think what I was testing here was to see if all the multiple videos that I had posted needed a little time to like settle and then start getting some breathing room and start performing. That's what I was looking to see. And I didn't necessarily get that, you know, because you see the number of views, 169, you know, it's significantly dropped. But then again, there's shorts views in here that kind of screws things up, right? Because shorts, the views are different from, you easily get more shorts, which is one of the reasons why I decided to stop posting shorts on this channel and just focus on long form, so I can compare apples to apples, right? Versus apples and oranges. So we move, so September was that, and then I was like, this is abysmal in terms of performance, 8 subscribers more. So I decided in October to start taking things up a notch again, right? Because I've tried the 1 a week, I've gone multiple times, not seeing much traction. And then, so in October, I wasn't necessarily too consistent, but I was posting a lot more, right? A lot more videos. Got myself up to 2,000 views, 51.6 watch hours. My subscriber count really started moving. So this is where I finally started seeing things happen just a little bit, right? Then moving over into November. So this is where, you know, I had 37. I think in September I probably had 1 or 2 videos that produced the bulk of those subscribers that did really well. But then my views, let's see, 1.8 versus back at 2K, so almost similar views. 1.8 thousand views, 64.8 hours in watch time versus 51. So my watch time was going up. Subscribers not as much, but then again, looking at my posting, I was there doing the whole one a week thing, and seeing how things go. I don't know if I don't want to say I got burnt out. Maybe I got occupied with other stuff, but things weren't necessarily moving the way I hoped, right? Then moving over into December, this is when I decided, okay, I'm going to take the bull by the horns. I've tried the one a week, every now and then, 2 times, and I've tried a little bit of every day. I'm not seeing that much difference. And maybe because the channel's still new, YouTube takes time to kind of recognize, try to find the suitable audience for your channel. So I was like, you know what? I've tried the less aggressive approach. I've tried the more aggressive approach, and I'm not necessarily seeing one being significantly better than the other. So I decided, you know what? If I'm going to err on one side, I'm going to move towards, just being aggressive for a while and hoping something happens. So ever since December 1st, okay, so this is where now things started. I've jumped from 1.8 thousand views, 64.8 hours of watch time, to 5.1 and 109, almost 200 watch hours, right? And then 128 subscribers all in 1 month, right? Almost doubling everything that I'd done all the months prior. And I believe that was just more the result of 1 or 2 particular videos carrying the bulk of those subscribers, doing really well. And the thing I've noticed too about YouTube is that when a rising tide lifts all boats. So I guess the rising tide from one video, I suppose, was kind of lifting all my other videos, because I started noticing that every time I had a video that kind of went viral by my standards, doing significantly better than the rest of the videos, I started noticing that some of my other channels as well started accumulating a little bit more views and stuff. So, but yeah, you can see December 1st, right? I haven't skipped a single day, right? So I've been going every single day. I remember at the beginning I went crazy, 4 videos in a day, 3, 4, and then 1, 2. Like, so essentially I was looking at it, if I'm going to take a chill day, if I'm going to take a break, my break is 1 video at least, right? If I'm taking a break, I'm doing at least 1 video, okay? So I did all that, and then since December, I think it was around December 10th, I want to say. December 10th, I have not, actually even goes before December 10th, it looks like, even on the 9th, 8th, 7th. So basically since the 7th, I want to say, or maybe not. It looks like, anyway, I want to say since December the 10th, I've been posting at least 2 videos a day, but it doesn't seem like it over here. I don't know. Anyway, at least I've been posting every single day. Oh yeah, I'm mixing up with January, I believe. Yeah, so I've been posting at least once a day since December 1st, right? So all these other days I was just posting once a day. Then moving over into January. This is moving over into January. So this is where things kind of like made me wonder, like, okay, I'm posting more, but then my results have taken a significant nosedive, right? So, but in January, basically as of January, I think it was January 10th, I want to say. Ever since January 10th, I've been posting a minimum, yes, January 10th, I've been posting a minimum of 2 videos a day, right? Sometimes I posted 3. January 10th, yep. So 2 videos a day, and then as of January 20th, I've been posting at least 3 times a day, okay? 3 times a day. And I notice every time I start that, I see like a significant jump in views, and then all of a sudden it just kind of tapers down and just chills. But I'm looking at the graph here, and it seems like maybe it's the momentum is picking up, and it's starting to just slowly and gradually move up and up and up and up. And I hope that this is the multiple videos per day starting to pay off as they season, right, and get better. So that's I'm gonna keep this up for as long as I can, right? This is at the very minimum, even at least post a single video a day. If I have to, I mean, I know it's kind of, I've heard also that I might be hurting myself because if one video is doing well, I may suppress it with other multiple videos on top of it after that instead of giving that one video time to breathe. But I don't know if I necessarily buy into that, because I've seen where I'm posting multiple videos and then long after, one of my older videos just out of nowhere starts taking off despite the fact that I'm posting other videos on top of it. So because of those things, I'm looking at everything and I'm thinking to myself, you know what? I think if I'm going to take the chance on one way or the other, I'm better off, at least the way things have been working on my channel, I'm better off going after quantity as opposed to quality. Because even when I have tried to create a video that in my eyes maybe was more quality, that I've taken my time, and not to say that I deliberately post crap on all my videos, right? But the ones where I put in significant more effort than others that I would have thought maybe, okay, that might translate into some better performance, is it just hasn't happened, right? It doesn't happen. So in my mind, I was like, okay, well, I might as well just focus on making sure that I put out quantity, right? Like, one of the biggest things that I've come to learn or come to find out when it comes to YouTube or anything in general most of the time, right? If you want to get a lot of attention, right? In this case, we're talking about eyeballs on YouTube and all that type of stuff. But generally speaking, if you want to get a lot of attention or have a lot of success with anything in particular, it usually takes one of three things. Either you're the first, right? Either you're the first to get there, right? Since you're new, you're original, and then you have others trying to copy you because you're the one who started it, right? And that brings you a lot of attention because you're the one who started it, right? So there's that. Or two, you got to be the best at whatever it is you're doing, right? Even if there are people who went before you, you may be coming after, but you're doing it so much better than everybody else, so everybody recognizes you as the best, and so they come to you. It's like, no, that's the person to go to. I don't care that guy did it first. This guy right here has got what it takes, you know? And then there's those two. And then the third option to try to get yourself a chance to stand out is to produce the most, right? Right, produce the most. And that's what I'm going for, because whatever, especially in the landscape or world of YouTube, whatever the case may be, I know I'm not going to be the first at some particular thing. Or I could be, who knows? I may get lucky and produce a video that's you know, that I start a trend or something that everybody picks up on, you know, like I could get lucky that way, right? So I've just concluded, come to the conclusion, or I've just accepted the fact that, okay, I'm just probably not going to be the first, right, to create any particular type thing. I could be, who knows? I could be lucky, but I'm just looking at the fact that I'm not banking on that. Let's just put it that way. Number two, I'm probably not going to be the best either, right? I'm not doing all the fancy editing and all that and all the high-tech stuff and fancy setup, right? I'm just, like, I don't have the skills. I could try to learn them, right? Like, but I'm like, you know, to know yourself, there's this thing that we say, from where I'm from, like, originally, there's this saying is like, to know, like, the literal translation into, you know, if I translate into English is like, to know yourself is not an insult, right? So it's just more like, hey, I'm not great at this. I'm not that good at it. Like, it's just, it is what it is, right? And to say it's not an insult. It's just, you're just saying what it is. You're calling a spoon, a spade, or whatever that case may be, right? And so the one thing that I figured I can do is produce a lot, right? You know, and so I'm going for that, right? So that's where we are. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions about all this and everything that I'm doing on my approach, or if you feel like if my approach is all wrong, if I'm doing so, like, you know, I'd like to know in the comments what your suggestions, what your ideas are, or what your feelings are towards all this. If you're especially if you're somebody who's actually doing this, because, you know, a lot of times you'll get a lot of feedback from, for lack of a better description, you know, the people on the couch who are not actually doing this, right? Trying to tell you how you should do it and all that type of stuff when they're not actually doing it themselves. Like, they don't have channels or they're not posting videos, and they come across like they know better, right? When they're not actually doing this stuff. Like, I would put a lot more weight. Not to say that someone who's not doing, posting videos can't have an opinion. I'm just simply saying I think I would put more weight into the opinion of somebody that is actually in the mix, in the trenches, doing this stuff, right? As opposed to, like, say, a spectator who's never played the sport. Let's just put it that way, all right? So, again, there is something to be said for spectators who watch particular sports that they've been watching their whole life, and so they have a good eye for what's great talent and what's not, even if they've never played the sport themselves. So there is something to be said for that, which is why I invite anybody and everybody to let me know what they think in the comments, right? All right, that's it. By the way, one of the things that I usually recommend a lot is, if you're trying to do YouTube and looking to monetize your channel, like make money from your channel before you necessarily get monetized, is to, learn how to do affiliate marketing, specifically selling digital products, right? Because the margins are not restrictive as would be the case with, say, physical products. So if you learn how to create your own digital products and sell, right? If you don't want to do that, promote other people's digital products as an affiliate. That is a great way to monetize your channel starting out, while waiting to get monetized through the YouTube Partner Program. So if you want to learn how to do that, check out the first link in the description below this video. I know this video has been pretty long, and if you are one of the few that have made it this far, I doubt, I highly doubt that anybody made it this far. But if you are one of the few, man, you have no idea how honored and how appreciative I am of that, right? You could have been anywhere in the world or doing anything else or watching any other video, but you're watching this one and you made it this far listening to me flap my gums, which, thank you. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. If you are one of the few that made it this far, could you please let me know in the comments, with some, just say, I'm looking for a word here. Just say something like I don't know, hardcore patience. Yeah, patience in relation to me being patient to see my channel get bigger, and you being patient enough to watch this video this far, right? To watch the entire video this far. Please let me know in the comments by commenting. Comment attention span. How about that? Something like that. Comment attention span in the comments to let me know that you are one of the few that actually made it this far in the video. Cause attention span. If you could please do me that favor, type attention span in the comments and I will know that you are one of the few that made it this far. Thank you ever so much for taking the time to watch, and I will catch you in my next video. Ciao.